sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com, and it is Friday, July 31st, 2020, here with your live show. Of course, we're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's me, Ruffalo, Rod Zawacki, and Steve Monahan. We're going to start adding a new segment into this show, and we're not going to bring in other people. Jeter's still allowed, once in a while. But it's like we're going to start bringing in another person, but they're not going to be like part of the regular. We're going to have like a rotating person that comes in, and you'll see it. I know you guys are going to love it. But anyways, lots of news going on today. The Cardinals-Brewers game now canceled. The Cardinals, second COVID team in baseball. But now we have some other teams, some non-COVID teams that aren't playing. So maybe they do a quick schedule adjustment, and we have the Nationals to work with, the Blue Jays, and we have now the Brewers as well. So maybe between these teams that aren't playing, maybe they add another game to the schedule. But definitely, if they gave out the Cy Young Award, good morning, if they give out the Cy Young Award after the second game of the season, I can't even tell you how many times Lance Lynn would have won the Cy Young, and a bunch of other guys like that. They don't give out the Cy Young in the second game of the season. That's for damn sure. It's like there's some other pretty good pitchers out there too. But no, Max Kellerman's not rotating into our daily stream. Good one, though. I do like that. Some Friday humor. But, baseball obviously making some mistakes here in the way that they're doing things. We're going to find out exactly what happened here with the Cardinals because something's off, right, for them to test positive. And, we haven't heard anything about the Twins who they played this past weekend. So, of course, we've got our best bets still in our premium area, as always. But, of course, we also going to give out tons of free picks. We got 5 NBA games or 6 NBA games, I believe. 5 or 6. 6 NBA games, and then we got Major League Baseball. But without further ado, let me just bring in the guys. Let's just talk about the what the hell's going on here. Morning, guys. How's it going?
Good morning.
Morning.
So, Chris, so what do you have going on today? Did you have a premium play on the Brewers Cardinals, or you just that was not a game for you? So who cares?
No, that was not a game for me. I am loving today's card though. Great to give out some free picks, and I have a couple MLB plays in the premium area as well as a couple NBA plays as well.
Chris kind of stumbled a little bit, and to me, it's like I know when I've been doing this a long time. I'm a dinosaur in this business, right? I mean, you guys will. I mean, just look at the YouTube comments I get. Right? I mean, they'll clearly tell you that they think I'm 100 years old or something, and I'm not 100. I mean, I'm not as young as I used to be, obviously, but I'm not 100. But anyways, I know, like I've seen guys on hot streaks go cold. At the end of the day, cappers play to the back of their baseball card. That's exactly how it generally works. And it's like, so some people there's cappers out there that seem to be over time have a more consistent pattern of like win 6, lose 4. Win 7, lose 3, go 5 and 5. They always stay in that range. Win 4, lose 6. They're just always in that middle range. There are other guys that go extreme, and I think I'm in that category where I run super hot and I run ice cold. I'll go through 2 weeks where it's like, it's Siberia over here, and then I'll have heaters where people are just like people go nuts, and they think I never lose, and I got to almost say, hey, yeah, I'm almost too hot right now. It's like, and it's been going too long. And I know Ruffalo on his first show here went like 0 for 6 or something on his first day on the show or something. He was like 0 for something. So we know that he's one of those guys that's kind of back end loaded, and he's a little on the streaky side. Rod, I think, is more on the consistent side, where he pretty much is one of those like 6-4 guys, where it's like he's going to take his shots, he's going to find his shots. He's certainly not riding all like minus 140 favorites and calling himself a rock star. Rod's taking his shots. He's swinging and missing in spots. In other spots, he's hitting some home runs and a couple singles here and there, some doubles. He's about He's and that's pretty much how it is. And it's like you just have to always keep that in mind. And like I said, I'm a home run hitter, and everybody knows it. I had the Orioles last night as a premium pick, and I paid the price for it. But NBA 2-0, I'm a dog lover. Everyone knows that. And last night, the doggy day for the NBA, and to me, the more public money that goes on a game, the doggier it gets. And when you only have 2 games on the card, Vegas is not going to let 2 favorites walk out the door with cashing. Not during COVID, they're not. It's like no chance. What we'll do is we'll let LeBron James cover on opening night. Yeah. Oh, okay. How about if we just board up the place right now? Anyways, Chris. So what do you have today for premium? Like baseball, basketball, little hodgepodge.
A little mix and match. I have 2 MLB games that I really like, and I have 2 NBA games that I love.
How about you, Rod? What do you got cooking today in the premium?
For me, I got 2 MLB that I really love today, and I got 1 NBA that I love this one. That's a huge play in the NBA. I love.
So someone's asking about another handicapper, and this is a guy that I don't know. I don't know him. Most of the guys I personally know. This guy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know his model. I don't know his website. I don't know his phone number. I don't know any of those things. I know nothing about this guy. I know there was a TV show about him. I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. So I don't know. My answer on that is Steve Stevens. I don't know. But we do have Steve Monahan. We got to get him loaded up in the premium area. Hopefully this weekend sometime we'll have him, and Steve will be giving out his premium picks as well. But anyways, enough about the he's a weirdo. People said that about me too, right?
I can confirm that.
Anyways, let's get to today's action. We're gonna start with the NBA and last night's games. 2 2-point games, right? 2 2-point games in the NBA last night. Pretty good games too. I thought the Jazz pretty cold-blooded there, and LeBron James driving to the hoop for the Lakers too. Pretty good stuff. But hey, we had the Clips and the points. Hey, they could have won by 50 or lost. It didn't matter to me. Or won outright. It didn't matter. I'll take the wins any way I can get them. Speaking of wins, we got the Orlando Magic, the road home team here against the Brooklyn Nets. Chris, what do you think? Where's Kyrie Irving fit on your list of players that you like and don't like?
He's probably, I'd say, 11th out of 10. That's how far down the pecking order he is. But for this game, I'm going to lay the points with Orlando. It's 7 points is a bit higher than I'd like to go, but Brooklyn's having a hard time putting an NBA roster on the floor for this bubble, so I'll take Orlando -7.
I don't know what this means. Anyone know what that means? I have no idea. It's like these cryptic messages. Warren Crawley is our newscaster here. Doubleheaders were cut to 7 games. We're not on our baseball segment, so we haven't really talked about that yet. But Seattle 2 picks in a row. Steve, what do you think of tonight's game with the Metropolitans up against the Magic?
I was leaning towards the Nets because of the point spread of 7, but being I live in this area here, and I agree with Chris wholeheartedly. I think the Nets roster is a patchwork. They stink, actually. I don't think they have any motivation. I think the Magic. I'll take the points +7 with the Magic here tonight in the opener.
Rod?
I'm gonna take a shot. Give me the Brooklyn Nets plus the 7. I think 7's just too many. This is an Orlando team that you're actually going to win by 8, and I'll take the Nets. Patchwork or not, I think this is still a team. They're not as bad as they play better without Irving actually. So they're not missing him at all.
Guess Warren Crawley has ESPN.com. He's just reading the news to us here. Mike Trout will be out of the morning. Anyways, we're not doing the Mondays with Mitch anymore because we're back. We have actual games to cover. I'm not saying that we'll never do a Monday with Mitch again, or like that I'll never just do an extra show. You know, maybe I'll do one in the afternoon or something. But it's like we have games to cover, so that always is our priority. That's what we do. We cover games, and the Monday with Mitch was kind of during the COVID thing, and I think I will. Hopefully I'll have a chance to do it again, but. In case you haven't noticed, I'm doing about 25 YouTube videos a day. So those don't just happen by magic. And then there's the processing of the videos, the uploading of the videos. There's a reason why nobody else does that many. Oh, I didn't know that Mike Trout's wife was pregnant. That's what paternity leave is. Thank you.
Do we know if it's a boy or a girl?
Thank you for thank you for that explanation because I was a bit confused. But anyways. I don't know. I think I'm going to just go against the Nets every time, unless they give me double digits. I just don't like them personally. I'm not betting the game, so got the Blazers up against the Grizz, but I do think there will be more interest in these two games because of the cancellation of the baseball game. So now we have 2 NBA basketball games, well 3 to cover for it, which is. What a great country we live in. We got the Blazers up against the Grizz. The Grizz, John Morant, man, love them. Love the Blazers. I mean, I counted the Blazers out like earlier in the season in the videos. I was saying, I don't understand the game plan here, right? I don't understand of the organization from top to bottom. Because it's like they don't have a team that can contend for the title. But it's like you have all these veterans on here that you could probably trade to teams that are contending and maybe start to think to the future a little bit. Well, they did a little bit of that, but they also started to play for the present. They started to win a lot more games. They were a pretty tough customer when the league shut down. They certainly had a shot of making the playoffs, and if they got there, you didn't want to be that number 1 seed, the Lakers, that had to play them because they were on fire, and Lillard especially was lighting it up. Chris? Grizz Blazers, world on the Blazers here, and the line moving upward.
This is one of the games I have in the premium area at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. It's on the side, so for the total 224, I like the under. We saw the games yesterday. I thought both of them are going to go high over the total, and they both went under. I think we're going to see some tired legs early on, so I'll take the under 224.
Trevor Lalonde reminding Steve who he took in that Diamondbacks-Dodgers game. Steve, who do you like in this one?
I was the only one who took the Diamondbacks. I was waiting for my medicine.
I mean, has Robbie Ray thrown a strike yet? It was like I think he threw it was like we talk about how this guy can never find the plate, and then he walks the bases loaded. It was like, oh my.
Trying to find your diamonds in the rough. But
trying to find the plate. Oh, my God, right. Man. It's like, they're like, Ray struggles at times to find the plate. They turn the game like, you think?
I didn't even know he was pitching last night. I didn't recognize him without his beard.
Oh, man. Steve, what do we got in the Blazers?
Grizzlies Blazers tonight. I'm a huge Ja Morant fan, and I'll take him. I'll take the Grizz in the opener here. They're getting 3 points last I saw, so you give me the Grizzlies tonight.
Rod?
I'm going to take Portland. Portland's going to come to play tonight. Give me Portland.
They seem focused, the Blazers, but I think the issue that I have with this one and why it's not a premium pick or anything like that for me is that you had a light line on the open of 1. It went to 3 with huge numbers though on the Blazers, and had plenty of time to move this line. This line's been out for a week. Yeah. I don't allow our premium cappers to put out a premium pick on a game even with the line out a week early. except like NFL, where there's so much action, it's very, very hard to move a line. And of course, if the line goes bad, then they have to change it. But in the NBA, it's ridiculous to put out a line on a game, more than a day in advance. And because, I mean, look at this. Every game has had massive line movement. Every single one.
Oh, yeah.
But so I like the Blazers here, but I don't love them, and I think the line scares me a little bit. I think it could be close. Got the Wizards up against the Suns. Suns, pretty high expectations, but the world on the Wizards in this one, despite the line going up 7 points to 7 plus from 3.5. Heavy action on the Wizards, but we got the inverse line movement, massive inverse line movement here. Chris?
I've missed hearing you say inverse line movement for a long time, but for this one, I'm on the Suns here. It's the same thing with Washington that I said about the Nets before. Washington's going to have a hard time replacing 30-plus points a game from Bradley Beal, and I think that's going to be a difference here. So I'll take Phoenix and lay the 7.
You think John Wall's ever coming back?
If he doesn't slip in his house again.
I mean, I don't see this guy. I mean, here's the problem with the Wizards. You're paying this guy one of the highest paid guys in the league, and he hasn't played in years. Steve, he's Jacoby Ellsbury without the Yankee payroll.
He's Jacoby Ellsbury.
Without the Yankee payroll and the no salary cap. I mean, the problem is that they've got the cap, on top of it. It's like in a cap sport, it really hurts. I'm not saying John Wall's not exceptional when he is on the court, though. He is, because he is. He is exceptional. Who do you like here? Who we have?
I agree with Chris. I think the fact that Beal, he's basically their only scorer, and I hate that it's 7 points, but I think the Suns are that much better, so I'm going to take the Suns and the points too.
Rod?
Yeah, I'm all over the Suns. Give me the Suns and the points.
I think this game might go under. I like the next game. We got the Celtics and the Bucks. This is a possible Eastern Conference final preview. The Bucks 4.5-point favorites in this one, 53-12 coming in. The Celtics 43-21. We heard Tatum, barking about how they're going to win it. They're going to win the whole thing. Chris, inverse line movement here, down to 4.5 from 5, with 38% of the betting public on the Celtics. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm on the Bucks here, and that's only because I don't think we're getting enough points with the Celtics here. I think 4.5 is a low enough line that Milwaukee can get the job done here. So I'll take Milwaukee and lay 4.5.
What the fuck is going on here, Steve?
I think Milwaukee wins. However, I think the Celtics. I'm going to take the Celtics in the points, but I think Milwaukee will win by 2, 3. I think it'll be like the Lakers-Clipper final.
Oh, we just turned the clock here on.
Yeah, it just went up.
Yeah, it just went up.
I see that all the time. I was like, hey, what the heck?
So I'm going Celtics. Give me the points.
Rod?
Give me the Celtics on the money line here. This is really it's just a regular season game. It's not like a playoff game. I don't think the Bucks are going to come out as hard as what people think they're going to. It's just going to be like one of these ones we've seen. We're going to see some scoring. I don't think we're going to see a whole pile of defense. I think we're going to see a lot of points here too. I'm going to take the Celtics and the over.
I'm going to go with the Celtics on the money line as well with Rod on this one. I think they win this game. I think this is one that could come down to the final shot. I think they hit it.
And they hit it, yeah.
I think they hit it. Spurs against the Kings. This is kind of a throw-in game, but I love the way the NBA kind of figures these things out. Let's take the least attractive games on the card and put them in the spots where we're going to get the most out of it. So the Celtics-Bucks starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. These games are running fairly quickly, the way that they're going. And this game starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's the Spurs and the Kings, and you kind of got to say, why are these teams there? These are kind of, this is the Magic Nets in this game are kind of like teams, and you have 3 games of teams that kind of aren't in it, and you have 3 games with teams that are kind of in it, right? Here, so Kings and the Spurs. Spurs, this line's gone from 2.5 to 3. Once again, inverse line movement, pretty much the story of the day in the NBA. What do you like, Chris?
This is my my other premium pick in the premium areas pick dogs and sports chat place. But for the that's for the sides. So for the total, I like the under 221. I don't think we see a ton of scoring here. I'd be surprised if either team gets to 100.
Steve?
I like the under here, and that's all I'll say on that one.
Rod?
I got a premium pick on the side here over at pickdogs.com. But the total, I'm going to go over this total of 221. This Sacramento team, they just like to shoot. I don't think they ever play defense, do they? They just like to run the ball up and down the court, shoot threes. And the Spurs, they're going to exploit that and then get some points too. I think we're going to see some points in this game. Definitely going to see some points.
I like the Kings, and I like the over. I'm way against you guys here. It's gone from 216 to 221. The Kings, one thing we know about the Kings, they love to shoot. Love to shoot the ball. It's a roster of Reggie Theus's. It is, and it's up against the Spurs. The thing is, when you play that kind of offense, that run and shoot offense, generally you have a lot of holes on defense because everyone's up on offense. So it's like I think we're going to see some running and gunning. Speaking of running and gunning, the Rockets are in town playing the Mavericks in Battle of Texas. Pretty good one, right? I mean, this is kind of the Bucks Celtics. This game are kind of the 2 feature games in the NBA tonight. Chris, what are you thinking here? I know the public just loves the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to follow on that one because of the inverse line movement here. 61% of the public on Houston, yet the line's gone from Dallas being a 1-point dog to minus 2-point favorite. I think Dallas wins this game. I think Houston will rely too much on James Harden, even Russell Westbrook. So I'll take Dallas here.
Steve?
I'm going to go with the Rockets. I'm going to go with the Beard and Westbrook here. Give me Dallas is favored by 2 points. I'll take the Rockets. I'll take the Beard. I think there'll be a ton of missed shots tonight, but I'm going to go Rockets here.
Rod?
I'm going Rockets too. Give me Houston here tonight.
I like the Rockets as well. I just think that the betting public is a little ahead of themselves on Dallas, and they have been all season long. So I'm going to take the Rockets in this one as well. It's the thing is, if the Rockets don't bust up your night, then it's just not the NBA. It's like if they just don't. Right?
Yeah.
It's like if they don't bust it's like you can play with the Rockets, you play against the Rockets. They're gonna screw up your ticket. Don't even worry about it. I know we have a lot of parlay players in our audience, and the Rockets. It's like the first thing that people said, a week and a half into COVID. It's like, man, what I wouldn't do to see the Houston Rockets bust up my parlay right now. It was my favorite, one of my favorite comments of the entire COVID. But anyways, we move to Major League Baseball, and a lot of news going on there as the Cardinals-Brewers game has been canceled. Now, we have 3 games today that are canceled. Teasers are for suckers. I would like to get that on shirts. And speaking of shirts, we have our T-shirt giveaway. If you spend over $100 over the course of a month, and that's not like, the month of August or the month of July, it's over a 30-day span. Or you spend over $100 in our premium area, you just send me your name, your address, and your shirt size, as well as from the email that you've been using to purchase from, so I can verify, and I will send you one of these Pick Dog shirts, just like I'm wearing, and just like I wear in my YouTube videos. So we got all different shapes and sizes. We got from Mitch size, we got baby size, and we got Zwacky size. We got Ruffalo size. We got Monahan size. Yes, this is a small. And they're pretty nice shirts, right?
This is a picture.
Is that a beach towel?
They're,
I know, right?
they're pretty nice shirts though, right? They're like nice cotton, right? None of that polyester blend, right? We got the 100% cotton, so there you go. Anyways, yeah, we got 4X. I think that's what Rod, right? What size is that?
This is right here.
Yeah, Rod's a 4XL, so we got those.
Yep.
Anyways, let's get to Major League Baseball. The Brewers game is canceled against the Cardinals. What's in the dog's hand? Cash.
Money.
Yeah, you can see it right here. Money. Oh, there it is. Money. Anyways.
What else?
So with the Brewers game canceled,
Spin it. Definitely spin it.
with the Brewers game postponed and what they said the Nationals game was postponed, the Blue Jays, Phillies as well, not playing. Doubleheaders moved to 7 innings. I think we're going to see a bunch of those if they can actually pull this season off. Steve, what do you think of the 7-inning? I would have won on I would have lost on the Orioles anyway last night still. They were losing in the 7th, they were winning in the 8th. But I don't know. Baseball's a 9-inning game as far as I'm concerned. You know, I don't like the 7 innings, but boy, I'm really shocked the Players Association approved that one. It's like, oh, we get paid the same and we play less. Okay.
I mean, 7 innings is standard in high school and youth sports, but like anything else, we have to adjust. We're baseball purists, we're sports purists of what the game is, but
among other things,
amongst other things. But it makes sense that if you're going to do all these double headers, I don't think I have a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Problem with it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Because
it's a 9-inning game. Come on.
Because now you
Doubleheader
have
or not.
starters that can go. So say a guy goes 7 innings and pitches a shutout. Does that go as a complete game shutout? Or is it an asterisk? Is it a Roger Maris home run record?
Yeah.
I mean, is it a Barry Bonds home run record? Is it a Mark
Exactly.
McGwire home run record?
Yep.
Yeah.
The best scab in the history of the NFL.
So then you have to put a star by someone who wins the Cy Young because they only had to pitch.
Yeah, if you want to give out your picks, the place to do that is in our Facebook group, not on our live show. We're not going to give you the feedback and stop our show on your picks. My best bets are in the premium area. I give out free picks on just about every game out there, either a side or a total. But my best bets, the games that I'm betting, the games I like the very best, are the ones I put on the website underneath the premium picks tab. I say it every day. I say it 25 times a day. But, I give out as much, if not more, than anybody else out there for free. But at the same time, if you want my very, very best game, the games that I'm betting, the ones that I like the best, those are the premium area. And you can judge your picks against those to see if I agree or don't agree with your picks. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. I'm gonna speak for Ruffalo and Rod in that respect too. That these guys give out tons for free, man, tons. Anyways,
I want to say one thing though about this baseball season, and now that it's gone to 7 innings in the doubleheader and it's only 60 games, I don't think they should give out any awards this year, right? The Cy Young, a batting champ, right?
this season,
You can put an asterisk next to all you want, but it's not a full Major League Baseball season. So why even give out awards this year? You want to crown a champion, obviously. That's the object of the game. But, I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, yeah, because to get the award, you play 162 games, all 9-inning games. And it's a grind. MLB season is a grind. 60 games can be short. Someone can get on a nice little streak here and surprise people.
Right, so say somebody bats 400, really? You gonna equate that to Ted Williams batting 400? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. Anyways,
Is there anybody even lined up?
it depends who it is. It depends who it is. If it's Mookie Betts, absolutely not. If it's, you know, if it's like, someone we really like, maybe someone on the White Sox, maybe this young guy, this new guy that they got, right? This emerging superstar guy they have.
Luis Robert.
Yeah, Luis Robert, whatever.
Robert.
Luis Robert.
Oh.
Yeah, what we're going to do is, now that we asked you kindly not to do that, we're going to tell you not to come on our channel. Thank you. Anyways, I couldn't have been any nicer about it. I know that, over the years, it's not really my reputation to be that way about this stuff, but what was it, 2 years ago? My New Year's resolution, kinder, gentler, Mitch, and I think I pretty much have held up my end of the bargain there. I know people still hold things against me, and those are people with nothing better to do. But speaking about nothing better to do, Yankees, Red Sox. Rod, what do you think? Jordan Montgomery, Ryan Weber, who really did a nice job in his first outing, if you like batting practice.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I think this game's going way over. Give me the over in this game, and I think the Yankees easily win this game.
Remember when they played in London last year? It was like 65-3, 65-64 or something. It was like
the totals were set at like 16.5. Even Colorado's not this bad.
It was like, what? But those home runs count, right? But a 70-game season doesn't count? I don't know. Whatever. Who do you like here, Steve? Rod's muted. Hopefully he's talking to somebody else.
This is the Yankees' first home game, and Jordan Montgomery coming back from the Tommy John surgery. He's a nice lefty. He's throwing it much harder than what he used to. But I'm going to take the Yankees here. I think a lot of runs will be scored between both teams. So give me the Yankees.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the over 10.5 as well. Like you said, Ryan Weber was batting practice in his first start, and I don't know what we're going to see from Jordan Montgomery, but both teams can put runs on the board, so I'll take the over 10.5.
Yankees run line for me. Speaking of batting practice, Rick Porcello on the hill for the Mets today up against the Atlanta Braves and Sean Newcomb. Boy, the Mets, 3-4, the Braves 4-3, but the Braves seem to be coming to life. I watched that game yesterday. Even Max Fried played well, and Dansby Swanson just on an absolute tear. If they stopped the season and gave out the MVP today, it would be Dansby Swanson for the National League for sure. He is on a heater. Kind of finally living up to that billing that he had coming in. Rod?
Number 1 overall pick, man.
That's kind of what I just said.
You kind of said it, but I finished it for you.
Where's the papers? The papers. Stevie 2 times. We got.
The only reason I brought that up is because you made a comment recently on the show that a lot of these number 1 picks don't pan out, and Swanson is definitely starting to pan out. That's all.
Rod?
I like the Braves here today. Give me the Braves on the run line.
Steve?
Yeah, I love the Braves tonight. Sean Newcomb on the mound. Porcello batting practice, like you said. Give me the Braves.
Chris Ruffalo?
Yeah, this is my first premium MLB play for today. It's on the side. So for the total, I like the under 10.5. 10.5 just seems a little bit high for me, even with Porcello being batting practice last time out. I don't see it being 14-1 like the first game. I'll take the under 10.5.
I like over in this one. Got the Tigers against the Reds. Pitching change here was Bauer. Now it's Castillo from after yesterday's rain out. Spencer Turnbull. Castillo, loser to the Tigers his first time out. Now gets a chance at the revenge factor. Rod?
Reds run line. I don't see that changing. Louis has been ready to pitch for a couple days now. And they've just been flying around the country. So give me the Reds. We've seen this Detroit bullpen too.
This show, we could do an entire show of let's go with any pitcher associated with the Red Sox over the last 5 years that we hate. And we'll just do an entire show on it. I mean, we'd have enough material. Steve?
Yeah, I like the Reds here on the run line too, like Rod does. Castillo on the mound.
Chris?
I like the under here. I think we see a pitcher's duel, and Turnbull was pretty good in his first start, so I'll take the under 8.5.
Reds run line for me. Got the Rays against the Orioles. Blake Snell back to the mound up against Alex Cobb. With all these COVID cases, maybe Blake Snell scratches himself and leaves. He was the one who was most afraid of catching COVID of any player in baseball. Except Nick Markakis, who now is not afraid that there is COVID in baseball. He's not afraid, but when he wasn't, he is afraid.
Now that the Cards Brewers been canceled, maybe Nick doesn't get on the flight and actually come, and maybe Saxy stays on the couch.
Rod?
Give me the Orioles here. I'll take a shot with the Orioles here to
Alex Cobb.
beat these Rays. Yeah, Cobb pitched not too bad. He pitched 5 in a third inning and not horrible. And Snell will be lucky if he pitches 3 innings again. What did he pitch 2 last time? And maybe he'll pitch 3 this time. Okay, I'll give him 3 innings. Maybe 4 if he's lucky.
Steve?
I'm all in on Tampa Bay, and I like the over.
Chris?
I'm going to take the over as well. Snell had a ERA just under 5 against Baltimore last year, and I'm not an Alex Cobb guy, so I'll take the over 9 runs here.
I like the under in this one. Go to the Royals against the White Sox. Chris Bubik on the mound for the Royals. Dallas Keuchel gets back to the hill again for the White Sox, who have 2-4, but man, it's felt a lot worse than that. I mean, it does. So the fact that they're only 2-4 at this point, there's still time for a little bit of a turnaround, but they're going to need Keuchel to be part of that. Rod?
Yeah, White Sox win today. Give me the White Sox over Casey. Got to take them on the run line. They win by a couple or more.
I'm with Rod. I'll take White Sox on the run line as well. I think Keuchel will start pitching well.
Yeah, I'm taking the White Sox on the run line as well. Bubik only pitched up to high A last year and then making the jump to the major leagues. That's not looking good. I'll take the White Sox run line.
Yeah, we are going to turn this show into a podcast as well. We're just going to tape it and put it out as a podcast every day. So that is in the near future. Just got a lot on my plate right now. Got the Indians up against the Twins and Shane Bieber. Whoa. Barrios pitched well enough to keep his team in it. The Twins had some chances late. Steve's guys, Josh Donaldson striking out. 2 guys on and nobody out is pretty much the game when that happened. Mm-hmm. Dobnak up against Clevenger, who was un-Clevenger-like the first time out. Rod?
I'm going to take the Indians. Give me the Indians here over the Twins. They always this series is always a battle. It's always a battle because whoever between the Indians and the Twins, someone's going to win this division between these 2 teams.
Someone will win this game between the Indians and the Twins. I predict
the Indians.
I predict victory for one of these 2 teams. I like I'll take the draw. It's like it's not La Liga, Rod.
I would wear a headdress. We're not supposed to wear headdresses anymore.
Rod's like I was dialed in on Serie A. I was thinking draw.
He throws up the X that he threw up earlier this season.
Oh, extra innings? Oh, I thought we were going to extra time.
When's the shootout?
Steve.
When's the shootout start?
Yeah, that's what I like the home run derby, to settle these tiebreakers a lot better than the runner on second. Steve, who do you like in this one?
I like the Indians. I think Clevenger pitches well. And I'm going to go with the Indians, and I'm going to go with the under.
Chris?
That would be side baseball games. Here you have to do the penalty shootout.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Indians here as well. They usually play well. Clevenger on the road, so I'll take the Indians on the money line.
I'll be the asshole. I'll take the Twins here. I just think that Dobnak's not bad. He allowed, 3 hits last time out, a run. So
Yeah.
I think he can battle here. And I always think that after you face like the really tough pitcher, and this is what we see by, DeGrom's bullpen always gets shelled. It's like when you face that really tough pitcher, it's like everybody else looks like they're throwing meatballs. And I think that's what the Twins are probably going to see today. Got John Gray against Garrett Richards. Rockies and Padres, a feature game. These two teams are both playing well, but in a division where the Dodgers are pretty much pegged to win. The Giants are hanging in there, the Padres, the Rockies. This is actually a pretty good division now. Rod, what are you thinking here with John Gray against Garrett Richards? 5-2 against 4-1. Pretty good.
I'm thinking this is my premium play. My top premium play of the day is on the side in this game. I really like this game. And we're in Coors Field, so give me the over. I think we're going to see some runs today.
Steve?
Yeah, I like the Rockies at home here. And again, Rod just took my line, which is okay. It's at Coors Field, so that means a lot of runs are going to be scored. So give me the over as well.
Chris?
I'm going to take Colorado here. San Diego just had to play late at San Francisco last night and then have to travel to Colorado. John Gray is one of the pitchers that actually pitches better at Coors Field.
Than anywhere else, yeah.
So
he throws that heavy ball, I don't know how to describe it. And it just looks like he's throwing lead, like a shot put or something. Yeah. When he throws. I'm with you. I think that this could be an under. I don't know. Garrett Richards though. He's he could be feast or famine. You garbage.
He's never pitched at Coors, so I guess we're going to find out.
You garbage against Trevor Williams at Wrigley Field. It was Chatwood. Excuse me. Was Chatwood. He's been replaced by garbage after yesterday's rain out. But I'll tell you, I liked the over with Chatwood. I love the over with garbage. Trevor Williams, just an all-around great guy. Rod, what do you think? Sure, Trevor, come on over. We're having it's a Thanksgiving in July. We're having turkey, all the trimmings.
We'll take the over in this game with Trevor Williams of the ERA of 7 and you Darvish of
But it's a good 7. It's a good 7. It's better than a 7. He's better than a 7.
Okay, so
he's a 5.48 guy.
6.99.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a good
So
7.
go over and give me the Cubs on the run line here too.
Steve?
Yeah, I'm with you guys on the over, especially with those ERAs. Give me the over.
I'm on the over as well.
All right. We got the Astros up against the Angels. And Matt Andriese gets the start for the Angels. And I'll tell you what, man, he's looked a lot better than we ever seen him before. At least in that first outing. I mean, we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves here. It's like kind of like I couldn't believe he had a job with a major league team, but he does, and he pitched really well in his first outing. Obviously, trying to make the experience count. I know Matt Andriese. I've seen Matt Andriese. I know Mike Trout's not playing. Lance McCullers is a good pitcher. The Astros salty after the Dodgers. I predict pain. Run line Astros. Rod.
Yeah, Astros. I think we can push it to the 2.5.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go 2.5
Angels
too.
are in trouble today.
I like the under for innings pitched here by Andriese. I just think that he kind of 3 hits last time out. Way over his head. You're not a 3-hit guy. It's like, who do you think you are? You're Matt Andriese. We know that. Steve?
Yeah, Astros, definitely. Run line.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on Houston on the run line as well.
Go to the Giants and the Rangers. Giants are a better team than people think they are. And this team is pretty tough. And, they lose some games, but they go down swinging. I mean, they've lost to 2 of the better teams, and, I mean, they've been competitive. Logan Webb against Mike Minor in this one. runs are just going to be tough to come by. Mike Minor is one of those guys who, he's one of who has all the pitches and all the right stuff. Tough lefty. And Logan Webb on the other side of this one, he's a tough customer too. The total in this one is dropped from 9.5 down to 8, and I still like the under. Rod.
Give me the Giants. I think the Giants can beat Mike Minor in a low-scoring game.
I'm a Mike Minor guy, like Mitch just said. I think he's a pretty talented pitcher, and I'm going to go with the under as well.
It's a major Minor.
I'm not ready to say that the Rangers are back offensively yet. They're having scoring issues, so I'll take a shot with the Giants here.
Sean Manaea gets the ball in Seattle for the home opener against Taijuan Walker, and the world is on the Oakland Athletics in this one. The Mariners, boy, they like that underdog role. They've been playing pretty tough. They came out. Rod, they heard Zawacki. He said they're going to go 0-14. They've got 3 wins now. They're 3-4. They're 1 game under 500. Kind of like the Subban theory here. It's like Rod talks about, he stands on his head. Well, that hasn't really happened yet, but it could. But it could happen. Well, it's not going to happen. But we do have Seattle here against Oakland. The thing is that I do like Oakland here, and I like Manaea. But is he minus 215 on the road? I like Sean Manaea? Absolutely not. To me, this game is unbettable at that price. Rod?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Oakland wins this game, but where are you betting? I'm gonna.
Yeah, but I don't. It's like kind of the spread knowledge theory here, where it's like there's too much risk and not enough reward. I mean, it's a home opener for Seattle. I mean, the crowd's going to be crazy, right? It's going to be nuts.
Oh, the crowd be going wild.
The crowd noise. Where's my crowd noise? I gotta find my crowd noise. Where the hell did my crowd noise go?
AC/DC will be blasting really loud at that home opener.
I'll find it. That's my ringtone on my phone. Crowd noise. Pipe in the crowd noise. Rod, who are we on here for this one? It's Rod or
we could take Oakland, but it's I'm not betting this game. I think Oakland wins this game.
Steve?
Manaea didn't pitch well last time out, and like you said, he's on the road here. Mariners been on the road, I think, since the season started. So I'll take a flyer with the Mariners here.
Yeah, the NHL actually starts tomorrow, and we have the 2 best NHL handicappers in the world right here. This guy.
Of course it starts tomorrow. It's Saturday. It's hockey night in Canada.
This guy and this guy.
Let's
These are the 2 best NHL guys there are. I'll put them up against anybody on the internet, any of those guys that say, oh, we're the best NHL. No, you're not. I put them up against anybody. I will gladly, any other handicapping site, any other not handicapping site, I say put your money where your mouth is. I will back these guys against anybody you have out there. I will stand behind them that much. Anyways, and I'm sure these guys, you'll see it in the premium pick record. It says who's been streaking on picks. Once again, if you go underneath the premium pick tab, you click on leaderboards or hottest cappers. Hottest cappers will tell you overall who's been the hottest, since we opened the premium, the last week, the last month, the last year. But the premium hasn't been open that long, so obviously those will fill in more over time. And then if you go to leaderboards, that will tell you by sport who is the hottest capper. By sport. Anyways, let's get to our Chris. Did you give a pick here?
No, this is my second premium play for Pick Dogs. The Sports Chat plays today. My play is on the total, so for the side, I'll take a shot with Seattle. I don't know if it's like you said, Sean Manaea shouldn't be laying minus 200 or minus 215. I think Seattle can hang around and maybe sneak out a win at the end.
So this guy is saying Jovan Quinones, Blues versus Tampa for the Cup. Wow, it's reach, right? Those teams with the 2 best records right now. I like Edmonton or Colorado, and is from the West. I'll tell you that much. I like them to win the whole thing. Either of those two teams will take over any of those Eastern teams and over any of the Western teams.
And the one flaw in that statement, Tampa Bay in the Cup final.
It's laughable. They can suck it. They didn't even want to play in this thing. I haven't used the Tampa Bay Lightning can suck it line in a while. Anyways, last game of the night, we got the Dodgers up against Arizona. Dodgers going with Tony Gonsolin on the mound here, giving the bettors a chance to back them at a cheap price for the first time this year. Only minus 125 on Bleeding Blue over here, while Zach Gallen plus 105 on the take back. Rod, any faith in the Diamondbacks? You're going to jump on Monahan's Team B?
Well, this is my premium pick on the side here. I'm going to go on the total here. I'm going to go over. I think we're going to get some runs in this game.
Yeah.
Give me the over.
Yeah. Are the Dodgers going to swim in the pool again after Steve? Because it's empty. Hey.
I'm going to take the over, and I'm going to say the Dodgers are going to score more runs than the D-backs.
You think they got water in the pool right now in Arizona? I haven't watched because it's like, it's like, is the pool empty? Like, what do they do with like these features like that when there's no fans? Like, the Clevelander section at the Marlins Park. It's like, wow.
Right, the owner.
I can't remember, but there was one ballpark that you seen the mascot was like way up in the stands, like in the outfield, in like the cheap seats, and he was like dancing around, and I was like, what the? Why you got that guy there? He's the only guy there. The cameraman pointed on him, and it looked so odd, and it was like, what are they doing?
Well, anyways, we're going to monitor these games really closely. Chris, did you give out? Oh, Steve, you give out a pick here?
Yeah, I'm taking the Dodgers in the over.
Yeah, I'll take the Dodgers on the run line.
So the Marlins are sending they have 20 people that are that have the virus, the Marlins do. And those people are being sent back to Miami. They'll figure out exactly what's going to go on with this baseball season now that there's 2 teams that have been infected, but at least it's an even number. So for scheduling purposes, if nothing else. But of course, we hope that we haven't heard of any, we've heard of people that have been infected with the virus. We have not heard of anybody who's been seriously sick. Freddie Freeman said that he was seriously sick when he did catch it, but he's the only one that I've heard. And I'm not diminishing that or anything about it. I'm just saying, 1 out of 5,000 for something that's a pandemic is it is what it is, right? Those are the numbers. Anyway, speaking about the numbers, it's that time of the show where we do the recap. And let's start where we always start, and that's with Chris Ruffalo.
All right, well, like I said earlier, I have a bunch of plays that I love today in the premium area.
How many is it? It's two?
It's two NBA and 2 MLB today.
Right, because a bunch, I had a bunch of bananas. I got like 8,000 of them outside. If anyone's in Maui and you need bananas, we got crap done. Anyways, and our neighbors have mangoes and starfruit, and I have pineapple as well. So if anyone's in the neighborhood, pop on by.
But yeah, you find those plays at pickdogs.com and sportschatplays.com in the premium area.
Those do not come with fruit.
As far as give out a baseball bird cage, I like Colorado on the money line, Houston on the run line, and the White Sox on the run line.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go to Mr. Birdcage, Rod Zawacki.
Yeah, I got 3 premium picks in there today that I really love. Today. We're gonna hammer today's card, and I'll give you. I got a NBA birdcage and an MLB birdcage. The NBA birdcage I'm gonna go with today. Give me the Celtics on the money line, Portland minus the 2.5, and the Suns minus the 7. MLB, I'm gonna go do all run line birdcage. Give me the Braves on the run line, the Reds on the run line, the White Sox on the run line. Parlay that up for a nice plus 720.
Who loves you, baby? Steve?
My best bets are the Atlanta Braves in the over against the Mets. I think the White Sox on the run line against the Royals, and the Astros definitely on the run line against the Angels. And for the NBA, my two best picks, I think, are the Celtics are getting 4.5 on the Bucks, and actually, I think the Rockets will beat the Mavs tonight. So those are my best bets.
I'm going to go with a triple run line birdcage. I'm going to take the Yankees on the run line. I'm going to go with the Reds on the run line. And I'm going to go with Houston on the run line. So Yankees, Reds, and Houston all on the run line. Guys, another great show. Enjoyed it. Got in under an hour, 55 minutes and 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, something like that. But I enjoyed it. We're going to try to figure something out to get a special, maybe hockey videos out on the site with Chris and Rod. We'll figure it out. And then, so we'll be able to have videos, YouTube videos, as well as doing it on the show. A lot of people have asked for hockey previews and things of that nature. But, you know, we do our previews and everything on the show live. But normally I do videos on all the other sports. So why the hell not hockey? Especially since we may or may not have baseball. Who knows, man? It's like, I've been kind of the guy who's been, you know, the most optimistic on things. But if there's someone that can screw it up, it's baseball. So anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everyone. Check out all our videos on YouTube. Check out, of course, all of our free picks at pickdogs.com and sportschatplace.com. And, of course, if you're looking for my best bets, Chris's best bets, Rod's best bets, soon to be Steve's best bets, as well as best bets from the world's best handicappers, handpicked by myself personally. No slouches on our site. Just stop by our website, click on the Premium Picks tab. Any questions about it, you can always email me. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.